Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and I am going to show you my first card. This is my free make and take packet for July. This is my first card. I am going to do the video showing you one right after the other, so as soon as I get done with this card, I'll show you card 2, and then after that I'll show you card 3. So how this works is if you place an online order with me in my online store, if you spend $25, I send you one free make and take packet. And if you spend $35, you earn 2. And if you spend $50, I send you all 3. And I do this every month. And there is a hostess code associated with this. If you don't use the hostess code, I just assume you don't want the free make and take packets. So just make sure that you look for that. I post it on my blog and on my Facebook page as well. So I send you everything. I send you the stitched out little label here for the sentiment and also what we're going to do our stamping on. So I used the rectangle from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and then I used this die from the Happy Hippo dies. And then I also have a piece of soft seafoam, and I ran that through using the Old World Paper 3D embossing folder, so you'll get that already embossed. And then I have 2 little butterflies on there that I used from the Butterfly Gems. So I'll send you a large one and a small one. And our image and sentiment, I am using the Fancy Phrases stamp set. So like I said, this piece is soft seafoam. And then these 2 pieces are just Whisper White. And then I am using Purple Posy for my card base. We can just put that on there. And we'll go ahead and put the piece of soft seafoam on here. This piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I like to use a stronger adhesive anytime I'm adhering something that has been embossed. So I'm going to use the Seal Plus for that. Okay, so we'll just put that down. Just move that out of the way. I'm going to bring in my label that we're going to stamp our flower image on. And for the larger images, I like to turn the stamp upside down and put the ink on it this way. I feel like I get a better coverage with that. I'm just going to ink that up right there. It looks like I might have missed a spot. And then just flip that over. And the most of it is going to fit on there, but as you can see, a little bit of it did not fit, but that's fine. And then while I have my ink opened, I'll grab my label for my sentiment. And I will just ink that up and stamp it right in the center. And then we'll do some coloring. And so for that, I'm going to use my light and dark Purple Posy and light and dark soft seafoam. And I like to start with my light. And I'm not going to be super finicky about doing this. I'm going to try to make it pretty fast because we don't want the video to be too long because we have 2 more cards I'm going to make on this video. So I just colored all of the flowers images with the light Purple Posy, and then I'm going to go in with the dark and do some shading just a little bit because this stamp set really has the shading pretty much done for you. So, and you could change this up and color some of the flowers, also the soft seafoam, but I just kept all the flowers Purple Posy, and then I did all my leaves in the soft seafoam. And I think those 2 colors look really well together too. And then I also like, after I do the light and go in with the dark, then I also like to go back over it again with another light. I feel like it kind of blends the 2. I may not do that today just to save time. And this Purple Posy has really a lot of pink to it, I feel like. I thought it would be a little bit more purpley than what it turned out to be. So let me see, did I miss any of the flowers? Then I'm going to use the light soft seafoam and just color in all of the leaves. And you can tell by the dark stamped image what I mean about the shading. I did it on the first card, but honestly it just You really couldn't see it a lot just because the shading was already there from the Memento ink and the stamp. So let's go ahead and just color that all in. I think I forgot right there. I'll just color that one. I forgot this little piece right here is a flower. I think I forgot that on my first one too. And then we'll just go in with the dark. And like I just said, you just kind of go over it where the dark is already. There's not really a lot, I don't feel like, on shading unless you wanted to spend a lot of time. And I don't today. So, and then I just take the dark and go in. Make sure I grab the dark. That doesn't look, yep, that's dark. And then I just kind of ran it over wherever there was dark, the black on the Memento ink, wherever it's dark. And I forgot a leaf right there. I'll have to go back and grab that. So you can kind of do something like that. You guys get the idea. Let me touch up this flower or this leaf before I forget. Okay, I think I have them all. Now you can leave it like that, or like I just said, you can go back over it and kind of blend them. You could also just do one and then maybe jump over here and do this one just to give the different colors, variations. And then I'm also going to show you with your color lifter, like on this one, you can also use that, and that helps. That will take up some of that color, but yet it'll leave some of the dark. So you can kind of get a little bit of a variation of the colors on the flowers. Let's go ahead and we'll do this one over here. I'm just trying to spread some of it so we get a little bit of different colors going on. Okay, that's good enough. So that way we can move on, you guys. Let's go ahead and put this together and I'll show you my next card. Sorry for that speed coloring, but I'm trying to keep your attention and not bore you and make you guys stay here with me all day. Pop these off really quick. And then you can really orientate this whichever direction you want for that flower. I feel like that kind of looks like it's the right way there. Put a couple of dimensionals on the back of our label for our sentiments. Put that right there, and let's grab a large and a small butterfly, and I'm just going to put this one right there, and I'll grab the large one and put it right there. Okay, so there you guys go. That is my first Make and Take packet for July. I'll be right back with card 2. Hi guys, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps. Welcome back to my channel today, and I have my second Make and Take packet for July. So how this works is if you shop with me in my online store, if you spend $25, you earn 1 free Make and Take packet. If you spend $35, you earn 2. And if you spend $50, you earn all 3. And I will show you all 3 of them. I actually have them right here. I had to grab the card. So this is the first card that you'll receive, and I send you everything you need, even the little butterfly gems. The labels are already punched out for you. So the one I'm showing you today is card 2. So it's this one, and I use the Prized Peony stamp set. And then this is the third card. Okay, so those are the 3 Make and Take packets, and this is how I send them to you. So they each come with what they are in the packet, so you know. Oops, that's the, yep. Did I put that on the wrong one? I did put that on the wrong one. This is supposed to be 2, so we'll just have that reversed, but at least you'll know where to go to watch the videos. This was supposed to be Make and Take packet 2, so I might have to change that. Usually everybody that shops with me anyway, they place a $50 order because they always want all 3 of them. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you really quick how to make this card. So you're going to receive all the cardstock like I just said. This layer is Petal Pink, and then you have a piece of Whisper White that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I ran it through the Scripty 3D embossing folder. And we'll go ahead and put that layer down. And to do that, I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. I love this stuff. It glides off that applicator like a butter. I have not had any issues with mine whatsoever. I am loving it a lot. Okay, let's take the DSP. This piece of DSP is cut at 3x4, and you're also going to receive the polka dot tulle ribbon. And we're just going to tie a cute little knot to one side. Come on, like that. Kind of just turn that around. I'm just going to take my scissors and just randomly cut that down just a little bit, just like that. And let's go ahead and put some, oh, I don't need that, I just need the seal. And then I'm going to put a piece right there at the bottom. Whoops. And then we're just going to place this right in the center of the card, just like that, okay? Then I used my 2 1/4 inch circle punch and popped out a piece of Whisper White. And we're going to take this image of the peony, and I'm just going to stamp it directly in Petal Pink ink. And I'm just going to stamp it right in the center. I think I went over to the right. I did. I'm going to redo that. I could tell as soon as I stamped it down I wasn't. And there I still didn't get it right. It's close enough. I try not to get my head in the camera, and I can't really visually get over where I'm wanting to see, so it kind of makes it hard. I'd rather you guys be able to see. So I'm just going to take the sentiment, and I just inked it up in regular Memento black ink, stamped it right in the center. I'm going to flip it over and pop some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back and place that right in the center of the card. You guys can visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.com. I'm going to put the hostess code up on the screen for you right now. Please use that hostess code if you shop with me, because if you don't use it, it makes me think that you may not want the make and take packet. So that's why I always issue that hostess code for everybody. So there you go. This is either make and take 2 or make and take 3. If you don't order $50 and you specifically want either 2 or 3, just let me know. That's not a big deal either. But like I said, most people spend $50 and they receive all 3. And right now is bonus day, so this is a great time to shop and earn those extra bonus. For every $50 you spend, you earn a $5 coupon to spend in August. Thanks so much for watching my video today, guys. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell, so that way you'll be notified every time I upload a video, and I do that on every Monday and Thursday. Thanks, guys. Hi, guys. This is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and I'm back with card 3 for my July free make and take packets. This little zany zebra is so stinking cute. He is on back order right now, but I'd already designed this card, and so I just decided I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. So you're going to receive everything you need to make the card, the DSP, the labels already cut out for you, the ribbon, everything that you're going to need. I never send stamped images. That is against Stampin' Up! Policy to do so, but I do send you all the cardstock and any embellishments that's used, unless I otherwise state so, and let you know that I'm not sending that. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me move this out of the way. So I am going to send you the gingham ribbon. This is the Bumblebee gingham ribbon. I love this stuff. I'm going to use my Bumblebee ink pad and Night of Navy. And our card base is Night of Navy. And this is 4 1/4 by 11. And I just scored it at 5 1/2. And then I have a piece of Bumblebee that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And what we're going to do first is just take the Bumblebee ink, and we're going to take the little star image and just randomly, oops, I rocked. Let's flip that over. The smaller the images, the harder time I have inking them up and not doing that, or not getting a good image. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of randomly, because you have a big star and a small star, and we don't want the stars all going in the same direction. It's not really that big of a deal with this kind of an image to make sure that you turn it, but I am going to, just to give a random pattern on the paper. So what we're going to do now is go back in and fill in with the Night of Navy. So let me clean my block or my stamp. And so when I have to do this, I like to start with my lighter color first. Just kind of makes it easy. But while we have this open, let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment. So you're going to receive the label as well. And this says, kick up your heels. And we'll just stamp that right in the center. Hopefully I'll get that straight. I can't really get my head over it too much, or my head will be in your view and you won't be able to see much. Okay, let's just kind of scoot that out of the way. I'm going to open up Night of Navy, and we're just going to go in now with this color and just fill in so we get a nice random color. And I'm going to try to go in between. So we have Night of Navy and then Bumblebee just random all over the card front. So we're just kind of creating our own background is what we're doing with this. Okay. And that's what I mean right there. But our DSP will cover that up, so that's not that big of a deal. Thank goodness for that. Let me put that away. So while we're here, we'll just take this piece of DSP. This is 2 inches by 5 1/4, and this is the Playing with Patterns DSP. I love this DSP. I have bought so many packs of this paper just because I have been using it a ton. Okay, so I'm just going to take my ribbon. I'm going to first go ahead and pop up my sentiment just so that way I know where I'm going to put it at, and I can just put my ribbon right above it. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so we'll just put that right in that corner. And then I'm just going to take my ribbon. I'm going to make sure I don't have any turns in it. It's not twisted at all. And I'm just going to pull this straight over. Kind of got a little bit more than what I need, so I'm just going to back it up a little bit. And I'm just going to tie that down. You don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want to make your cardstock a bow. And it doesn't really matter if I don't have it right where I want it because nothing's adhered down. So I can adjust it and move it and things like that once I get it on here. If I ever get it on here. Okay, let me just grab my snips. I'm not going to have my banner ends be too long. So let's flip this around. And then once we get it where we want it here, like so. So if this bothers you back here, if you think it's too loose, you can put some tape and that will help hold that in place. But I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take some of my Stampin' Seal and run it there. And then I'm just going to move this up, put a little bit right there, and then I'm going to flip it over really quick, make sure I have it straight before I let that adhere. And then that's going to help that hold that in place too, okay? And you could have done that first. You could have put your seal right there to help kind of hold that once you started putting it on. But I like to do it and make sure that I have it where I want it. There's no twists in it, that kind of thing, okay? So that is cute. I like that. Let's grab our other label, and I'm just going to take Memento ink and ink up the zebra. And then I'm just going to stamp this. So I want my label to go here in that orientation exactly like that. So I'm going to just stamp my zebra right where I'm going to want it and how I'm going to want it there on that card. And then I just took my Bumblebee Stampin' Right marker, and all I did was wherever there was lines, like for his little hair, like in here, I just wanted a little pop of color, not a lot or anything fancy. So I just kind of went over that, just shading that in just a little bit, and his little heels. And then you can go back and color in more. And then I just did that on his mane there. Okay, and then I did his little mouth. and then the front of his legs as well, wherever those were, those little marks. I just wanted, like I said, I just wanted just a little bit of color on him. And then I did his tail a little bit, and you can follow it all the way around if you want to. Just do a better job than what I just did, because I totally went out of the line on that. On the original, I just did the end of the tail. Okay. This card goes together super quick. So you guys, if you are interested in receiving these, I offer these every month on my blog. If you spend $25, I send you one make and take. And you know what? I didn't grab that. Hold on just a second. Let me grab it. So if you spend $25, I send you one free make and take, and it's this card. I already have the video up. And if you spend $35, I send you two, and this is the second make and take. And then if you spend $50, I will send you all three make and takes, and I wrap them up and put them in a nice little cello bag. Label them on the back and show you what each packet, or name what each packet is. So that way, if you can't make it right away and then you find it a couple months later, then you know what it is and you know where to find the video, because you know who you received that from. Okay, guys, that is it for my July free make and take packets. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and then also hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified every time I post a video on my YouTube channel, and I do post every Monday and Thursday. Thanks, guys.